It is 6/23/2013, and what this vlog is designed to do is essentially keep track of the road to 2014 general election, Indian general election. And we'll cover a few topics here and there, and it's mostly a record for posterity and also how good I am as a prognosticator. So, three things dominated the landscape this week. One of them, obviously, is the human tragedy that is unfolding in the northern part of India, where there's been a massive flood, and it occurred at a religious shrine, so that amplified its symbolism. And the first thing we have is, well, how does it play out politically? Modi wasted no time going out there and evacuating his statesmen, and I think 15,000 people were rescued. It was very quick, efficient, and his whole pitch is that, look how fast I was able to do it with my own statesmen. If I had control of the country, I could kind of generalize this. It feeds into his whole development thesis. And it works really well, because if you juxtapose his performance to the general union government's performance, it's almost like night and day. And we are left with this kind of impression that the union government is generally incompetent. They can't do much, and when they do have power, so why give them another 4 years or 5 years? And the flip side of it is, when he's so front and center, the other side is kind of silent, and that really adds to this charge of incompetence. As in, there is no tall leader, as the BJP likes to use it, that phrase, coming into, force, and Rahul Gandhi's not kind of taking the bull by its horns. In fact, there's a Times of India article that says that he's completely disappeared. So we're left with a visible leader who is pitching his development and efficiency credentials, and we have another side that's mostly silent and kind of muddling along. And it's quite damning, and it's damning because what we're left with is this notion. Over the past decade or so, UPA has not done their job. And this flood, it's serious, it is grave, and even in that kind of circumstance, they really can't do their job. So, in the face of inflation, rising employment, slowing growth, you can't really trust them, is essentially the BJP's message. And I do think it has a lot of symbolic significance. Again, we can debate whether the fact that Modi was really Mr. Efficiency, there's 15,000 Gujaratis, which is substantially less than the total number of people. All of those things come into play, but in the minds of the voter, it might have some significant import. The second thing that is happening, I've touched on this before, is that Rahul Gandhi is completely silent. Not only is he silent, the Prime Minister is silent. Apart from a few platitudes, there is no sort of roll up your sleeves and let's get this going type real front and center type leadership from UP.